Welcome to the third episode of Learning Basics of Krita as a digital painting and illustration application. Krita is a brilliant software and has all the tools you need to create world-class illustration and painting. But the tools are abundant and we may not even use all the tools. So here I am going to present tools which are essential first, and thus we will go through selection and perspective tool in this video before jumping into our very first digital painting. Let's first understand perspective in general a bit. This is not a drawing tutorial, so we will cover it briefly. Perspective drawing is a technique which mimics the three dimension of the world and also respects increase or decrease in size of the object as per distance and linearity. Far objects will look smaller and the near will be larger. Plus, this helps in accurately create three-dimensional objects. Like we used to create cube in our childhood with this technique. This, however, is a wrong technique, as if the front square is perfectly visible, then the sides should not be visible. Correcting perspective helps in avoiding these kind of mistakes. In Krita, you can easily create one point or more vanishing points with assistant tools. We can change the parameters by going to Tools options. By default, it uses 2-point perspective. But if you drop the menu, there are tons of options, 10 to be precise. For this video, we will try the vanishing point, as this alone can create multi-point perspective. This will create just one vanishing point at whatever area you click the mouse or tap with pencil on tablet. The best use of single vanishing point is for creating horizon line. Here is how a vanishing point looks in my Spider-Man's fan art. Now if the visibility is very limited due to color of the background, the color of the assistive lines can be changed from this box. Let's make it red for our sake. You can potentially tap more on the screen to achieve more vanishing points and thus making 2-point perspective or 3-point or more. The vanishing point can be created outside the canvas area also. If we zoom out and click outside, the vanishing point can be created. The number of lines can be increased or decreased with density slider. Sliding left will increase more lines and sliding right will reduce. If the lines are too harsh, then opacity can be reduced also. With each point we have this small gray strip with 3 icons. With one you can grab the point and move it. You can temporarily hide it with the visibility icon. And the last is you can delete the vanishing point altogether. Now if we switch to brush mode, we can see lines while drawing the brush. You won't be able to modify the vanishing points now that we are in brush mode. But you can still draw out of perspective lines, aka freehand drawing is still possible. However, to draw strictly in perspective lines only, we have to go to Tool option and check Snap to Assistant, which will force to draw in perspective lines only. To modify the perspective lines, we need to go back to Assistant tools. If you are annoyed by vanishing lines but still want to use the Assistant tools, just go to View and turn off Show Painting Assistant. Still annoyed by the preview lines? Uncheck Assistive Preview also. Okay, let's move on to selection tools. First is rectangular selection, and which can be accessed through Ctrl R. Once it is selected, just drag on the canvas and the selection will be made. With selection on, you can copy and paste the data on one layer to another. This illustrates selection works on one layer at a time. But there is a trick to it, and we'll get back to it later. If we switch a brush tool, then we will only be able to draw in the selection area, which is a powerful technique and artists use this regularly. To remove the selection, simply single click on canvas. Clicking and dragging again will remove the old selection and create a new selection. This is because replace function is enabled, and with this let's move on to Tools option. In action we can see replace is selected by default. Next is intersect, and it works like a boolean operation where the selection can be reduced only to the area which is intersection of old selection and new. Next is add, and this will add selection to existing selection. Subtract will similarly subtract from existing selection. Symmetric difference will simply add selections. There is another method to view the selection by clicking the small box in the bottom left corner. The selected area is shown as transparent and unselected area is shown as red. You can define the height, width or the ratio. If you lock it, now the selection will be as per defined height, width or the ratio. The corners are super sharp and can be rounded by increasing the pixel count of X or Y. The circle selection works in same fashion and can be invoked with shortcut J. Then we have polygon selection, through which you can create polygon shaped selection with any number of sides. The next and most frequent used selection tool is freehand selection tool. Selecting this, you can draw the selection in any shape or curve you want. Thus, selection can be very precise. Last selection tools we are going to cover is similar color selection, which simply selects the color on all the canvas from pixel you have clicked. Selecting full area can be done with Ctrl A. Deselecting the selection can be done with Ctrl Shift A. Reselecting with same parameter and area can be done with Ctrl Shift plus D. You can also invert the selection, that is, select the area which was not selected and unselect the area which was selected with Ctrl Shift I. All these functions are available in dedicated selection menu. You can also scale the existing selection from the menu, which can grow or reduce the selection. By default, the selection have hard edges, and copy pasting it result in extremely sharp edges. Feather selection can smooth the selection edges. Here's a trick which is not available as a separate tool. If you want to select all the painted area in a layer at once, simply right click the layer and choose opaque option. This will select all the painted area in the layer. Here's another trick. To copy from multiple layer in single selection, press Ctrl Shift C. This will enable to copy data from selected area from all the layers. This can be pasted on a separate layer with Ctrl V. To modify the selection, you can go to Transform tool, where we can simply move the selection, scale the selection by holding the edges, and rotate the selection. Now Transform tool has tons of more options, but for this video we will stop here. We will cover Transform tool in a separate video. Okay guys, this is it. We are now ready to create our first digital painting from host of features which we have learned up till this point. So get ready for a long series of sweetness in the coming videos. Till we meet again, bye bye.